Okay. All right, we're here at FarmTech 17. I'm joined by Scott Meers, the insect management specialist for Alberta Agriculture and Forestry. How much forestry work do you do, Scott? Okay, none whatsoever.
So no forestry questions?
None, okay, I won't. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Neither would I.
Okay, good. All right, we're all fair and square. All right, we're talking about weevils.
Okay.
The best named of the insects, let's be honest.
Yeah, because
they're weevils.
Yeah, they are weevils.
Okay, so before we get into the hard-hitting questions, do you sometimes sing the Weevil song, but with weevils, and say weevils wobble, but they don't fall down?
Just my kids do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's a question I've always wanted to ask.
Yeah.
All right, so now we've got 3 bad weevils of particular interest. We have the pea leaf weevil,
Yes.
cabbage seed pod weevil, alfalfa weevil.
Yes.
Are there any good weevils?
Yeah, so there's actually weevils that have been brought into North America as weed biocontrol agents. So there's one brought in for hound's-tongue, and there's
Hound's-tongue is a weed?
Hound's-tongue's a bad rangeland weed.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
And there's one that we actually have found in some of our survey work that's attacking dandelion seeds. So
Just the seeds?
just the seeds, and it's just the larvae eating the seeds.
Okay, is it super effective? Like, could
No,
we
super not effective. But it's just
So
there.
it's a super good weevil, not terribly effective. All right, that's fine.
We'll cheer it on.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
It's
so
the
not all
lesser of the
weevils are bad
weevils.
weevils.
Yes.
But let's start with alfalfa weevil. Obviously, is it getting worse?
Yeah, so alfalfa weevil's been in Alberta since 1954.
Okay.
And has always kind of been just an insect of the high heat unit parts of the province.
Okay.
So Brooks south into Tabor and over to Lethbridge. But the last 10 years it's been moving out of that range, and the last 3 years we've found it almost always all the way up to Edmonton now.
And so, but is it corresponding to, are we growing more alfalfa, or is it just moving?
It just seems to be moving. Now, we don't know what's driving the move.
Okay.
If it's milder weathers or winters or changes in the insect itself, we're not sure exactly.
Okay, but it is moving. All right, so tell us about pea leaf weevil.
So pea leaf weevil is not as long a history in Alberta, but in the last 3 years has moved up the Highway 2 corridor, and now we're finding it north of Edmonton in economically damaging numbers. And that area is growing every year now.
Now, you mentioned though before we got started here that it is expanding, but not necessarily, it's sort of in an expected area.
Yeah, so when pea leaf weevil was first found in the province, a group out of Agriculture Canada in Saskatoon, Owen Olfert, and his research group did a climax model that showed that it would actually move into central Alberta and do very well there.
Okay,
so,
and it has.
And now
so
it has.
That's not a surprise. When it comes to control of pea leaf weevil, do we have effective foliar applications, or are we talking seed treatments?
We're really moving more towards the seed treatments because we're not finding much yield response from foliar applications.
Okay. All right, and then the fun one to say, but not so fun to deal with, is the cabbage seed pod weevil. Weevils in general, just fun to say. But the cabbage seed pod weevil getting much worse?
The cabbage seed pod weevil is also expanding its range north, and now we're finding it kind of into the south end of Leduc County along Highway 2 corridor. So it has moved quite a ways north. Not as drastic an outbreak or movement as the pea leaf weevil, but certainly getting further north, and now we're seeing economic levels up into Knee Hill County by Three Hills, and Mountain View County by Olds, and even into the south side of Red Deer County where it's in economic levels. So.
Okay, and so when you say economic levels, this is one that we do have effective foliar applications for.
So
if you reach
scouting,
thresholds.
Scouting at early flower.
How do you scout? Oh yeah,
scouting at early
favorite.
flower, sweep nets, and when the numbers are sufficient, then sprays are highly effective. So.
Does it matter if you sweep in the morning, afternoon, or evening?
Not really with this insect. Other insects maybe, but not so much with this one.
Not that one, okay. And how many is too many?
How many is too many? 2.5 to 4 per sweep in that range.
Okay.
So 25 to 40 in 10 sweeps.
All right.
And we're recommending 4 to 5 spots in the field that need to be checked.
Okay. Well, there you have it. That's our weevil update of 2017.
That's the weevil. That's it for weevils.
That's it for weevils. All right. Thanks so much, Scott.
Real good. Thanks.